Underground Geek here, and look what I got. Look at it. Number 10. Okay, so I couldn't wait to get this comic book and roast it. I could not wait. I think my comic book store only got like 3 copies, and this was the last one. I was like, give me that. Let me just go ahead and show you something here. Hey, look, see this cover? Hey, here's this cover again. Here it is again, in case you didn't see it. There it is. Oh, there it is again. But anyway, so we open up here to this comic. Of course, we got Iron Man, Captain America. You know, pretty cool shot here. I mean, that's pretty cool, I guess. I don't know. But let me go ahead and tell you about this story here. This is a big nothing burger. And I've got to where I say that a lot, but I mean, Marvel keeps doing it, so I have to keep saying it. Nothing means anything. Anybody can be anyone. But there's multiple inconsistencies in this comic that they just take liberties with just because. And you know, that used to be okay with comics. But when you come out and say, oh, but this is serious and blah, 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 and you start changing the dynamic, you need to follow through with it. Okay? First of all, that looks like regular Hulk, and he's not even in this book, so yeah. She's not in this book. I think she's in it for like 1 page. Let's see. Yeah, she's not in this book. He's in it for 1 page. He's not in this book. I mean, really? I don't even think she's in this book. But anyway, so basically, this is the last issue. Everything's coming to fruition now. This is what it was all leading up to. I know they're still going to have like 1 or 2 more issues because they got to get their last couple of bucks out. But the dialogue and everything is really cheesy because you got right here. He says, "So I'm guessing by the color scheme, it's him. It is Steve Rogers. You must be pretty mad. I mean, he kind of stole your whole shtick. You have no idea." Really? That's all you had to say? I mean, you couldn't come up with something so much better than that. Well, at least we're all finally here. Well, I mean, you've been together multiple issues, but okay. You know, then he goes through his whole evil guy speech, trying to tell him that, you know, it's time to back down, all that kind of good stuff. And then I get reminded that Black Widow's dead, because I totally forgot, because I could care less about the story. So remember that. Black Widow's dead, okay? Hey, look. She's actually kind of drawn like a girl. And what is with that hair? Anyway. So, they tell everybody, okay, Avengers, assemble. Yay! Everybody's assembled. Okay, I forgot. He is in this book for that page. Hey, look, there's Rocket Raccoon, because nothing matters. Everybody's here except, you know, when we want them to be. So anyway, they all attack him. Of course, he's got the cube, so nothing matters. He blasts them, and instead of like just blasting them, he eradicates them from existence, like they're gone. And I mean, I wish this would have stayed this way, and he would just got rid of them forever. But you know, I can't ask for anything else. But hey, look, there's Jean Grey. Now she's in the scene because nothing matters. But anyway, so then he pretty much goes through here and takes everything out of existence. This is a pretty cool shot. The art is a little bit better than it's been. But they like to use the same, I mean, they're using the same scenes from old comics. I mean, look, this has been in comics multiple times. And that's okay, but I mean, move on. And he's remaking reality with the cube. You know, he's happy. They take a shot at the Bible here where he says, he gazed at it and it was pleased. He saw a vision close to perfection. It is done. You know. Okay, we get it. You're trying to be God. But anyway, so this is when Captain America and Sam Wilson meet. He's still got the cube, so he's still around. Here's where it doesn't make sense. If he got rid of everybody, why are these 2 guys still around? Were they holding the cube too? That would only be the only reason they would be still around. He's remaking reality. A lot of inconsistencies. So here, they're talking about him and Captain America and how Captain America, what he stands for, and they take a shot to the old comics here, you know, but it doesn't really fit. And then he's talking about we honored his legacy. And then he just gives up, gives him the cube because he knows what's going to happen. When he gets the cube, instantly the cube leaves him because now it's complete. They made this a lot more confusing than it had to be. Because really they should have just made it where the cube got together and then once it was combined, then Cubic was back and she could do what she wanted. That would have made more sense. But instead we had to make this more difficult. We had to make it where Ant-Man and Winter Soldier had to go inside the cube with this dramatic re-entrance, and they had to go grab Steve Rogers and Cubic back, and then they're talking about the side story here when they're getting ready to go do that. Pretty good artwork on Cubic here, though. So then they're talking and blah, 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 nothing matters. Bucky asks for Steve. He says, come on, Steve, let me get your hand. Then they cut to an old scene here from the first Captain America. And it's funny because, you know, I think didn't Bucky fall off and die? But instead we got this scene where Bucky's saving Captain America, so that doesn't really make sense. But anyway, so when he comes back, now Captain America does not have the cube, and now Cubic is back. The artwork's different because I guess they're in a different reality. Now everything's going back to the way it was. And now enters Captain America. Captain America's back. Now this right here is a pretty cool scene. I was like, okay, Captain America's back. And he's in his original costume. Okay? So anyway, he comes back. They're fixing to have a fight. It's getting kind of epic. But then we cut to the same old cheesy fight scenes that's been done over and over and over. I mean, come on. So they're fighting. This is pretty cool here where they got the old fight scenes, cutaways like this, and they're kind of clashing. They see Thor's hammer because, again, Thor hammer is still there. Even though he rewrote reality, it's still there. I don't know why she's in this scene. I guess that's the Wasp. I'm not really sure, but for some reason she's just there. I don't really know. I don't know what this is a reference of. Now for some reason we have different art style from here to here. Now they're going after the hammer. And the art kind of ducks down a little bit right here. It kind of falls a little bit. It's like I think it's like it changed artists, and it kind of goes downhill a little bit. So they're both vying, trying to get Thor's hammer. And now this Captain America can no longer pick up Thor's hammer. He's no longer worthy. So Captain America picks it up and immediately does a cartoonized slam of Captain America up in the air, destroying his suit. But look, he's holding the hammer and he's not Thor. But I thought if you picked the hammer up, you were Thor. Wait a minute. That doesn't make sense. So he defeats the evil Captain America. He gets the hammer and the shield. Then he immediately gives the shield back to Sam Wilson, which is on and off Captain America every other issue. Doesn't make any sense. Go back to being Falcon. And then immediately gives the hammer back to Thor. Now she's all Lady Thor again. Okay. But it's kind of convenient because she wasn't supposed to be there because they were supposed to get her away from the situation. But now she's back. You know, she was wounded without her hammer. And plus she's still there for some reason. You know, why wasn't she wrote out of existence? But anyway. They're all back because I guess the Cubic already brought them all back while we were watching, you know, even though it didn't show that in the comic at all. I mean, they're just back. Okay. So now the Cube is fixing history. And look, hey, there's Black Widow. I thought she was dead, but there she is. Okay, so they're all talking again. Everything's back the way it was. Carl Danvers looks like a man. Nothing matters. All the women have zero boobs and have the figures of 12-year-old boys. She's in it now for some reason, even though she wasn't in it 5 minutes ago. Because nothing matters. Hey, look, there's X-23. She wasn't in here a second ago. And now we get this cutaway here, pretty cool scene of all the Avengers together. Hey, look, there's the Wasp. Where was she earlier? There's Vision. Hey, where was he? Hey, look, what's his name? And then we get this, for some reason, they had to throw the old Giant Man in the background. I don't really know what that was about. Hey, look, there's the old Falcon. What is going on here, guys? I mean, we're just throwing random people in here just because. What the heck? There's the Iron Fist. My God, people. I mean, this is a book full of splash pages. This is all this is. We're doing a book full of splash pages that happens to have a story in the background. Okay, so then we get the ending here. Hey, look, Black Widow's dead again. She was alive and she was dead and alive and dead again. What is happening? So then they let Puke go, or Barf, or whatever his name is, which we don't know it's him because we barely got to see him, and now we have to just immediately assume who he is. He gets set free. He goes home, and this doesn't really make sense because he goes home and his house is like all still destroyed and everything. I thought that Cubic fixed everything. Did she only fix it in a certain radius? Inconsistencies. Okay, so he wakes up and goes to find out that they actually volunteered to come fix his house up because they felt bad. I don't know. Did they know that he saved them or something? Did everybody tell him that he was the one that made the cube that saved them? I don't know. Are they just nice people? Maybe, I don't know. Inconsistencies. And then we have this little ending scene here with the boy playing with Captain Falcon America, even though he really contributed nothing to the comic, but okay. And wouldn't it have been better to have him holding the original Captain America to show, hey, Captain America's back? No, because we're going to continue this charade. Nothing matters. So this is the next thing, Secret Empire Omega. For some reason, we have to continue it. It's not been long enough. 2 years is not long enough. So that's it. We get a blank page on the back. Nothing. I just want to know, we've been talking this for a while. I want to know one thing. Who's Caramel? Let's talk about this. But anyway, it's a big nothing burger. Nothing matters. This has all been for naught. You know, I'm trying to give it a chance and everything. This just sucks. I mean, really, guys? You concentrated so much on the splash pages that nothing else mattered. I mean, there's constantly just in and out of different characters here. Look, there's Jean Grey again. I mean, where's she at right there? Okay, I see her back here. Never mind. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just grasping at straws at this point because I'm just frustrated. But, I mean, what the crap, guys? Anyway, I'm not going to rip it because I paid for it, and I don't rip comics that I paid for. But I'm also not going to give it a free pass because I paid for it and it wasn't free. This sucks. Please give us Captain America back. We want the original Captain America. Oh, but no, because we need Captain Falcon Captain America to come back. Oh, here's the shield. Oh. Dude, I stopped reading that after he stopped being a werewolf, okay? Because I thought the werewolf thing was cool. Even though they copied it from the old Captain America. Whatever, guys. This is trash. I'm glad it's over with. Alright, guys. Talk to you later. Hit the notifications button. Hit the thumbs up. I'm out.